Hello, everyone. I just wanted to let you guys know I am playing some ethereal chakra music, and if it's too loud, let me know. Or if you wanted some other, maybe like flute music or harp music, definitely let me know. So, hello, Sayo. Hello. Wait, what did you attracted a message? Oh, okay. So, before we get into the topic for today, I wanted to show you guys the selenite sticks and the stuff that came in the mail. And if I feel really drawn, we will do some readings. So, I wanted to show you what they look like. So, this is just one of the ones I pulled out. All about, yeah, they're all the same size. And so, this is how big they are. Or they fit in the palm of my hand. You can see, so very realistic. So they're not too big, but they're pretty thick. You can see they're pretty thick. Um, I will be selling these at $11.11 on my website. And then I wanted to see, they smell really good. These are the Palo Santo. So this is yen. Hopefully this gives you a general idea of how big they are. And so thought that was pretty cool. And if I really encourage you guys, because I bought this book and wow, this is very informational. I mean, it resonates with me, especially the chapters when it comes to chapter 5 through chapter 7. The predictions that this person made are exactly what I have seen. And it's just very it's a lot to think about and process. And hello, Sayo, hello. Um, it's a lot. It's a lot to think about. Where is the seventh one? I know I had six. Where did the sixth one go? I just bought these lodestones, and I cannot believe I just lost one. There's like six different lodestones. Oh, and check it out. I got my purple cloak. What do you guys think? So, this light does not do me justice. It looks black on camera, but yeah, it's whatever. What is the book's name? Oh, yes, please get this book. Now, she has her own YouTube channel, um, which uh, I will see if I can copy her link channel because she did some predictions in 2020 about 2021, 2022 that were really spot. I picked up on those. Um, it's her name's Cheryl Lynn. This is what the book looks like. It says, "Do you want to know a lightworker's guide to the universe?" Okay. This information, when I touched this book when it came to me in the package, I felt nothing but like a vibrational feeling of this is, I need to read this. Now, I've been wanting to get this book for ages and ages. And so I asked the universe, I want this book. When it is time for me to get this book, when you know that it is the perfect time for me to have this information, I will have it. And the universe agreed. And when you know I have it now, so I'm going to read it and then I'm going to give it to a friend to borrow because she also is into this kind of stuff. The other thing I want to bring up is the Greek mythology reading cards. They're like the tarot cards, and I'm so excited to use them. But anyway, did you get that? It's it's. Do you want to know A Light Worker's Guide to the Universe. So, yeah. Did you get it? Hmm. Actually, you know what? Let me type it in the chat bubble. It says, do you want to know a light worker's guide to the universe? Hi, Cheryl. Um, and I'm gonna get her YouTube channel because she's really good, but she only does um uh monthly readings for all the zodiac signs. My channel. And this is her YouTube channel. Would you want? Do you guys want heart music? I can play heart music. Um, I'm playing like this music. It says well, what is it called actually? I don't know. Oh, it says 741 hertz removes toxin negativity, but I'm not really feeling that. Let's play some. I'm keep hearing flute music. Let's do a flute music. Hmm. I'm feeling flute music, so let's go with that. Oh no, there's an outfit harassment. Up. I found them. There's 6 toes. Thank God. Okay. So today, we'll be talking about some mini rituals you could do for abundance and success throughout your day, or your night, depending on your work hours. So one of the mini rituals that I like to do is whenever I drink coffee. Coffee is an amplifying herb. It amplifies your intentions. So what I like to do is to spin as I'm spinning. I put nectar or honey in my coffee instead of sugar. But if you have sugar, then that's your preference. Um, as I am I pour that in, and then I stir my spoon clockwise. Of I affirm that I am attracting abundance and success. I am attracting abundance and success. Or you can be a little specific, you could be like, I am attracting an abundance of monetary wealth and good fortune, something like that. So, you can do this as a prosperity spell, but I have something different. In a different video, that you can do. Uh, so, Uh, that's one of the rituals I'd like to suggest. Another one is drinking cinnamon tea. If you're wanting to do something for the next day, cinnamon tea is a really good tea to have to drink before bed. You can, I do encourage you add either star anise or some sort of mint along with the cinnamon just because it tastes super, super good together. I usually do star anise or some sort of spearmint, and if I don't have either, I do peppermint. And of course, I do my, my honey and my nectar, and I just say I am attracting success and abundance, you know, for tomorrow. If you, for those of you who don't know, cinnamon is associated with fire. Fire is desire. So if you have something you really desire to do tomorrow, you drink this tea before you go to bed. It is also associated with the sun. So if you're a sun sign in fire, this is the or air. Um, this is the tea for you to drink if you're wanting to manifest. Let's see. It is also deeply associated with love, lust, as well as success. And I know coffee to be very grounding. So let's talk about those properties. I always felt that it was an earthy herb. Um, I don't know much about coffee except that excuse me, it amplifies energy. The same with cinnamon. Cinnamon's also an amplifier. The other amplifier that I would suggest, if you don't like coffee, you don't like cinnamon, that is ginseng. Ginseng is a herb that elevates your energy, pumps your energy. And I swear to God, every time I'm looking at this, I feel I keep looking out of the corner of my eye. It's like a wispy light smoke, and I know that's just the energy of the spirit, trying to get my attention. Um, so yeah, ginseng, in my honest opinion, that's best for earth and water, water and earth, water signs. Well, pundit. I know it's really good for me when I'm an air sign. But you again, all these herbs you can use any one that you feel really drawn to. I'm just saying, as far as elemental wise, I found it best to use ginseng or cinnamon. And well, coffee cinnamon is my go-to. But if I don't have either, ginseng would be another one I'd recommend for air and earth water signs, especially for sure. Um, with that being said, I know ginseng to be very uplifting. I never worked personally with ginseng too much, so I can't give you an honest to God opinion of them, of the plant spirit. I do know that when I connect with the plant spirit, like as I'm doing right now, I feel like seaweed, like I'm flowing with the ocean. And this, to me, it gives me the impression of earth and water, because there are plants under the ocean, so earth and water energy for sure. The other thing I would suggest, as far as if you're a kitchen wench, if you love cooking in general, another good one would be my prosperity cake. It has other ingredients that are dealing with abundance and success. For example, I use cake batter, but if I had to do this from scratch, I'd use probably um, for every 3 eggs that you throw it, like I would probably do 2 cups of flour, 3 eggs, uh, a teaspoon of a combination of sea salt and Himalayan salt, and add that in. Then I would add in my sugar, which would be either nectar or honey, so maybe a little bit of both, depending on how I'm feeling. And then I would add bananas. Um, I only had peaches because peaches were the only thing I had. But then I would add peaches, bananas, and strawberries. And I might throw in some blueberries, just because I love blueberries. But don't get between me and my blueberries for real, because I love my blueberries. um, Anyway, so I would recommend mixing those fruits in with the batter, and I would probably set it in at 350, either anywhere between 400 to 350, depending on how fast I want to cook it. But before I put it in the oven, I would add my herbs, which would be cinnamon. Um, I would add cinnamon, nutmeg, clove. What else? Cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, allspice, and then I would add the ginger and the turmeric, because turmeric, I use that. Me and my battery's on 15%, unfortunately, so I'm gonna have to shut off my phone. Maybe. And I really enjoyed listening to that music. So I'm gonna make sure next time my phone is charged, because I feel like I always felt like there should be something in the background. So next time I'm gonna make sure my phone is charged during the next psychic free psychic reading live, which is also of course Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., which would be 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes I tend to go longer, but yeah. So we'll see. Anyway, but I do feel if I'm really drawn to, I'm gonna do some readings today. I just want to get through with the recommendations, mini rituals. So anyway, I do feel like I'm gonna do some reading. I'm gonna add that. So I'm gonna add that free readings as well. Save. Okay. Because I feel really drawn. And this is just the spirit, and I just like the spirit's really guiding me to do some readings. I will do some readings after I finish with the recipes that I recommend for abundance and success. So I use turmeric, like I was saying, to make sure my success or my abundance, my prosperity, whatever it is, like maybe it would be of if I'm doing a love spell or a relationship. I don't like to use the term love. I use the term relationship spell. Because love comes in many forms, but if I'm talking about a relation between me and a person, I use turmeric to make sure, and I add ginger and turmeric together to make sure that this relationship with this person is not tumorous or not doesn't turn toxic, in nature. And I do that every so often, just when I feel really called to. Um, Actually, I should probably do another, which will put writing free readings before in this. Oh, okay. Thanks. Thank you. Okay. Thanks, because I thank you for saying that. I'm gonna come over here. Free reading. And how? Check it out. Check it. Sale. Check it out. Blossom. Is it better? Thanks. Thank you so much. This is why I love you guys, because y'all just let me know if something's like askew. Anyway, so actually, I'm gonna do a jar for new friends, but when I make friendship jars or love jar or relationship jars in general, whether it be for a significant partner or not. I make sure the herbs and spices that I'm using are pertaining to the personality, the characteristics, whatever it may be, and I write what I want in this relationship, what I want to get out of this relationship. Um, and and then I put, if I feel really drawn to, sometimes I put angelic symmetry on to ensure that this wish is granted. Excuse me. So, anyway, I you mix the after you add the allspice, the cinnamon, the nutmeg, the cloves. I would really recommend adding that turmeric and that ginger to detoxify. To do ginger to me, the spirit of ginger always is like flushing out the system. So, with that knowledge being said, I feel like it flushes out any misfortune, any misfortune that may stop you from having success, prosperity, or abundance. So, um, now there's another recipe that I really love, and I haven't made it in a long, long time because I had to start over. So, usually I would make a marble cake, the marble spiral cakes, but unfortunately I don't have that kind of equipment. So I would probably use either brownies or just regular coffee cake for it. Make it from scratch. And what I do with my batter is, sorry, is I instead of water, I make coffee. I boil like coffee, right? I make my coffee. I add in my sugar and stuff, and I instead of water, I use the coffee drink as part of as a substitute. That way, you're getting a really good kick of coffee in my. That's what I do. I know people would probably put water and stuff, but if I'm making coffee cake, I'd rather use anything coffee, right? I add the coffee because I can't mix coffee grounds into the cake. That it won't mix well. So I use coffee itself and mix it in there, and then I add in my cocoa. I add cocoa. So sometimes I might have white chocolate cocoa, something like that. So whatever cocoa I have, I put that in there. I actually, if I'm feeling like I should, I put the cocoa in the coffee grounds in the filter and then make the coffee. So it's like a cocoa coffee thingy, right? Um, then what I do is I add the cinnamon and whatever. I usually add cinnamon because it amplifies and it also is the energy of success. So I do that. I add if I'm looking for prosperity, in general, or if I'm doing money spells, I make sure I put the allspice, the clove, and the nutmeg because those are not only good for um, monetary wealth, attracting that, but it's also really good for attracting abundance, success, and order and world order and balance. So I really use those together a lot. I use those a lot when making cakes. Of course, I add my cinnamon and my turmeric because I don't want my success or my prosperity or abundance to be for misfortune to come in. And so I filter that out with the ginger, and then I add the turmeric. So I filter out the turmeric's energy, the sickly energy, the negative. Um, then um, I usually, if I have, because I haven't made brownies, I don't know how to make. I think brownies are the same when you make any cake, but regardless, anyway, I then after I mix the cocoa, what was it? I'm trying to remember the whole recipe. Oh, I remember. I add the nectar and the honey, or one or the other, depending on how I feel, and then I add like bits of chocolate. Now I usually if I have not used the chocolate in the coffee. Now, if I'm really feeling a sweet tooth for chocolate, I'd probably add a little bit more to my coffee cake. Um, Now, I after that's done, after it cooks, I try. I don't use chocolate on chocolate. Because I want to make sure it's the I either use vanilla or like the cream cheese frosting, or it's that yellow frosting you get in the store. It's like that custard cream. No, it's not that. It's buttercream. I think it's called buttercream. It's something butter. It's that yellow stuff. I either add the yellow buttercream or I add either cream cheese, and I mix the cream cheese with the icing. So I add the cream cheese. Sometimes if I'm feeling drawn to, I usually get the either the blueberry or the strawberry cream cheese. Now, if I'm using the blueberry, that would be, I personally don't use that when it comes to prosperity spos, but I add the blueberries as a precaution. And I put the intention when I'm mixing the blueberry cream cheese, I mix it with the intention for that this does not that to the energy of this does not cause me discord and strife, confusion and chaos, similar to be with Marmite, and I mix that in, and I mix that in with the buttercream. I hope I'm saying the name right. I'm pretty sure it's not called buttercream, but it's like a buttery icing thingy, and it's yellow. Then the other thing is when I use that icing or I use vanilla icing, and I mix that in, but I make sure if I'm using the blueberry cream, um, I because I'm also gonna think the icing is vanilla, white, no blueberries. Sometimes if I'm really feeling really called to, and this is for money, especially for money, I add in the buttercream, so it turns the blue and yellow to make does not make green. Blue and yellow does not make green. Yeah, I use color magic too, so I mix those together, and I think it turns like a light bluish green, I believe. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been so long since I made it. I'm gonna try to make it again. I'm gonna make it. I've decided I'm gonna make it sometime this month. I'll make because I want to attract abundance in my life for customers to my create my physical stores. So anyway, with that being said, you heat it, you decorate it, and I would recommend if you're doing it for prosperity, add strawberries as a decoration. If you're doing it for abundance, I would recommend using the cinnamon sugar on top of the icing, like that. Um, if you are using it for in success, again, cinnamon sugar. But if you don't want to use cinnamon sugar, um, hmm, actually, that's a really good one. I never actually thought about that. Oh, use your intuition. Use your intuition. But that's my coffee recipe. Now, the ingredients aren't exact because I haven't made it from scratch in a long time, so I don't know if that's the correct measurements for it. Now, if you're wanting to use it in more of your dinner situation, again, I'm also what they call a kitchen witch. I use my kitchen as where I do a lot of my energy work for people, places, things, and hmm, that's actually a good question. You know what? I just realized something. I don't have anything when it comes to dinner. I don't have any abundance prosperity spells. Now I gotta what I'll do is I'll make another video on about this, and I'll do one more around the dinner or lunch area and breakfast area. 'Cause I just realized I don't really have anything for those kind of. I only have it for desserts. um, so with that being said, um, this site Blossom. Um, I hope you've enjoyed the recipes and the information for this video. Can I get some feedback on the recipes? You know, these sound super delicious to me. Um, and would you like a reading, Theo? Yes, it's no, that's what she said. Hi, Miss C. How you doing? Would you like a reading? Oh, before you before you respond, I do encourage you after. I'm good. I'm good too. um, I just got finished with I had this video before. I was talking about in this video. If you go back, you'll see that I was talking about abundance, success, and prosperity, and I was giving a whole bunch of recipes for that as well. Though I am gonna make another live where I will be talking about more of dinner and breakfast, lunch recipes that you can make using the energies of abundance, prosperity, and success. So, I did a few suggestions, and please also feel free to rewatch this from the beginning because I gave an update on the products that I sell. I sell Palo Santo, selenite, sage, but I was showing the you guys what the selenite and the sage looks like. So I thought, I wanted you guys to see. Anyway, so this is what the selenite looks like. I'm selling these for $11.11, and then this is $5.55, and then so I have some sage that's the same price, about so anyway. Um, if you're ever interested, I believe there is a link to my website in the description box below. But that being said, would you like a reading? And I believe it was the video before this one, not this one currently, but the one before it. I was also talking about the different products that I sell on my website and more in depthly. So I'll review it, sir. Thank you. Yeah. Let's see. Yes. Hi, Seema Khan. May I ask why does R keep coming to my mind for the past month? Eros in reverse. This says it's Eros and it says desire. So let's see. I haven't even I used to me. This is a Greek mythology deck, by the way, and what I'm getting from this card is not really desire from you, um, but more so I think he's thinking about you and you're energetically on a telepathic level picking up on that energy. Um, Sometimes I end up thinking about certain people and I've always known it's for a reason. So I end up calling them and what do you know? They're thinking about me. They're like, I was just talking about you, girlfriend. So 9 times out of 10, he's probably thinking about you or talking about you, and you're picking it up. But I also feel with the Eros energy and reverse desires, I'm feeling this might be a friendship thing. Are you like friends with this person? She's a girl, Rachel, and she was mad when she found out who I was dating. Yeah, she's probably talking about you and you're picking up on that energy. But let's see. Oops. Let's see about the situation. Let's see. So the cards that came through Medusa, the feminine, and then Heracles, the protector. I feel like this person is jealous of whom you're either jealous of whom you're dating, almost like they covet. Have you ever seen the Lord of the Rings movie where the little creature was like, my precious, and they coveted that ring? It was, yeah, and I'm feeling like this person like covets whoever it is you're dating, and Medusa here is the feminine, but Medusa also is like two sides to the coin. She can be very sweet and loving, but then she can be cold enough to turn you to stone. So she is not really good for you. I am picking up from these cards is that you should, um, if you can, let go of her. She no longer is serving you your journey is what I keep hearing. So if you can slowly take the necessary steps to let go of her and for her to quietly fall away from your life. Does that help you in any way, Miss C? And what are some cards for Miss C? What can she do? Okay. So we have here as far as Oranos, remoteness, and Orpheus music. What I am getting here from these two cards as far as what you can do to help let go of this person is distance yourself. That's what Uranus is saying. Distance yourself from her. Distance yourself and use I'm hearing frequencies. Like use Solfeggio. I'm seeing like inf- uh 7112 hertz. That's what I'm seeing. That's one that's coming to mind. And then 4112 hertz. I believe that's heart chakra too. Um, use some Solfeggio frequencies and hertz, whatever frequencies that come to your mind, and use these to manipulate the vibration of your reality so that you can raise it to a vibration, because everyone is individually has their own vibrational frequency, right? And the higher, say this person is Rachel, right? This is the negative. Well, let's say this is Rachel and this is you. Okay, you're the selenite, Rachel is here. So Rachel's on this frequency and you're a little bit higher. So she's trying energetically to bring you back down to her. But the more you raise your vibrations, you see how the distance, and then eventually she's just going to be gone. She's out of your life. So raise your vibrational frequency, and I encourage you to like plug. You can use like Google or Alexa, Siri, for your home, and play those damn frequencies. I wish I had the money to get that. Sayama, you don't need to ask the question multiple times. I do see your question. Okay. So thank you very much. I don't like that she popped up in my mind and even my dreams. Sometimes I can tell she hates me. I would also be careful when it comes to dreams. Some people who are occult practitioners, they like to, if they have like grudges onto people, they like to fuck with people's dreams. It is something that those who are seeking revenge or something, want to just be just because, they may, these are like darker intentions, but there are also people like myself who may visit you in your dreams to give you guidance or to give you wisdom, or maybe like, because my job as a dream walker, I have the uncanny ability to, when I sleep next to someone or there's someone in the other room, I don't know why. I don't know why this happens, but I end up going in their dreams and it's not intentional. It just happens. And so usually I tend to do that. And so make sure you take the necessary precautions. I encourage you to like, for example, paint your, um, if you can, if you feel the need to, you can paint your headboard. I suggest painting it the colors purple and green, or rainbow colors. But what I'm really suggesting is gluing crystals that deal with psychic protection, as well as allowing you to connect with the spirit. For example, you could glue selenites and then like add like amethyst and obsidian, whatever it may be, and that way it'll charge your bed with the vibrations of it and allow you to be able to connect more while you're sleeping. I'm actually hoping to get enough when later down the road I want to make my own selenite bed where basically it's like I glue all these selenite slabs together and then I put a mattress over it and I want to decorate the selenite slab with crystals and stuff. And I know that that sounds really weird, but selenite is such a good vibrational stone. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so with say Khan said, uh, "Will sorry, I'm trying to see. Will Manzer ever get married? If yes, then when? If no, then why?" Are you asking this as far as to you or to someone else? Are you asking this for you or for someone else? Like, is this, you're asking if this person is going to marry you, or are you asking as though this person is marrying someone else? Someone else. Okay. My brother. Now, did your brother ask for this reading? I don't. Did your brother ask you to ask this question? Yes. And is he sitting right next to you in the room? Okay. So, inner fire. We'll see what the cards say. I don't know. I just had to ask. I was like, it kind of feels like he's there. I felt like this was for someone else, but I also felt like there was another person. Yes. Ooh. Oh. Mm. Okay. Now, if hair comes up in this card reading, I'm gonna vanish. Okay. What are some of the things that gotta watch out for in this relationship if he gets married? What are some of the things that he needs to watch out for? Okay, I see what you're saying here. What are the positive things he must strive for in this? Like, what are the things you'd suggest for his growth? What about for both of their growth? What do you suggest he grows on? Okay, good health. The goddess of light. Experience. Okay, got it. I totally understand this. So, with this being said, the main energy of this is Hestia, inner fire. She's also known as the goddess of miracles and the goddess of the hearth, which means the home. Orpheus, music. He was a demigod that even went to the underworld and charmed everyone with his music down there and almost got away with his wife. Persephone and transformation. What I am getting from this is that you will be blessed with a very beautiful marriage, okay? Um, with the in order to attract this marriage, use music. Maybe write down your heart's desires, wants, and needs in the relationships, as a song. Use again some regular frequencies. You will have the strength to say yes. I'm seeing that very clearly. But you will. There's a bird, flamingos. I'm getting really drawn to the flamingos. So there's like a soft, gentle love there, and it will be very transformative. But I am also feeling like this is not your twin flame, whatever's coming into your life. These three cards I'm about to say are things you want to watch out for in this new relationship, this new marriage. Is al al alchemy, which means it says unfairness. Metis in reverse with wisdom. So those that lack wisdom, and Eros desires. And when I looked at these cards, I felt like the feeling with the wisdom card, don't put all your big, don't do this fast. Don't just say yes to marriage if it's been 3 months in a dating relationship. With a good relationship, a really, really good relationship, you at least, like, I would recommend dating for at least 2 to 3 years. But of course, uh, if like again, not a lot of people are patient. I would really recommend at least if you make it through a year, make steps, make a plan by the second year round. Okay, what do we want to do now that we made it through a year of dating each other and connecting with each other? What are the next steps that we want to like prioritize with goals? Maybe you have a goal to first, before you get married, to get into a better apartment or to get into a better job. These are things that you have to do before you even get in a relationship with someone. You know, you, as far as marriage, that's why don't put your don't put all of it in there at one time. Make sure that this woman or in both sides, really, I feel like the women may kind of put ultimatums on you. Just be sure to stand your ground, put those boundaries for both of you, okay? For both of you, put those boundaries where you're not going to take um you're not going to restrict me from hanging out with my friends. Because there are some relationships that tend to do that. So make sure that you have the boundaries. Like, for example, um, you, like, again, this person might try to stop you from hanging out with your friends or might want to know where you're at 24/7. Then also with the eros, with desires, I heard the word sexual desires. So make sure that they're not toxic to you. Like, there are relationships where it's all about sex, 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 sex. And I personally, I don't want that. I don't want it to all be about sex. But I will say, make sure that you have, like, what you really desire, regardless of whether that person is, like, again, I feel like watch out for those toxic desires. Then the other thing that I asked in, let me shuffle these cards. Okay. And Seima, you do have cards that came through. I was shuffling the cards and they popped out, which we'll get to in a minute. And I heard the word this is for her, not so I was like, okay, got it, understood. So yes, again, okay, and what's the positive side? What is the thing, the positive energy that will come in? What is the positive energy that will come in? What is the positive energy that will come in? What is the positive? Okay, got it. I see. That's what you're saying. Anyway, so for your brother, this is the positive energy that is coming in. As for not positive, excuse me, growth. The growth. Hygeia, good health. We have Artemis, goddess of light. So definitely there is going to be a life energy, good health. But what was very interesting is the Icarus with inexperience came through. This tells me that you're gonna grow in experience of what you want in the relationship and what you don't want in the next relationship. Okay? And it's gonna be trial and error before you really, really know what you're gonna get in your life. Oops. Okay. I see. They said just make sure no, sorry. Well, not for you. So for Stema Con, these cards came. I hope I'm saying their name right. These cards came through for you, not for your brother. Asclepius with the word healing, Penelope with the word reunion, and Chiron with woundedness. This tells me you're going through an emotional healing process and reuniting with yourself. Because we have Medusa with the feminine and Laertes with faithfulness. So you're definitely becoming more in your power, more independent, more in touch with your true nature, your true self. The only thing that they want you to understand is just because you had the lack of wisdom before with these relationships, whatever it may be, don't judge yourself on the past and instead be wise enough to learn from your mistakes and be okay. What's done is done. Now is the time to move forward and heal. And that's what came through for you. I do hope that was insightful. I hope that resonated with you. I would appreciate any feedback as well. Did the reading resonate for your brother as well? Just say yes, it did, or say my brother resonated with it or something. Yes, resonates. Excuse me. I am going to plug in my phone. I'm not going to do a whole lot of reading today because this is mostly for this is mostly for a video on abundance. Okay. So again, if I'm going to shut this live off and I'm going to come back live so I can make a proper video. And I'll come back in an hour. That way I can do some free readings then. So with that being said, much love. I'll be back in an hour. Or knowing me, it'd probably be 2 hours. Much love, because I lose track of time. Much love, guys. Y'all look beautiful, gorgeous, powerful, strong, and independent. Mwah.